Hey there, everybody. Getting back to this game here. Gonna be seeing how we progress for the story. I'm just gonna give a few minutes to let people arrive and come in, see how that goes. Made a few adjustments since last time. Bit rate has been increased a bit, so hopefully it doesn't look like a hot mess compared to last time, but we will see. As you can see, made a few adjustments as well to the UI. I don't know, just the HUD, the things you see, whatever you want to call it. Made a few adjustments there. Hopefully things will be a little more clear as far as reading and just features. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna... Well, since we're sitting at exactly 0 viewers, give it a few minutes to let people come in, and then maybe once we got 1 or 2 people, we can get going. Alright. I think we're gonna get started here. See how this goes. Alright. Come to think of it. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's see where we need to go. Just gotta remember or look around and see which bodies we don't have yet. Alright, so let's see. We had that one. I think we gotta go all the way below deck. I think. We had that one already. So, was it want to say maybe this one. I don't know. I'll have to look. Alright, so let's see, I did those guys there. Not sure where to go yet, but we'll figure it out. So, just... Oh, wait, here we go. There's an even lower deck. Ah, here we go. Let's see how this one died. Oof. Oh, God. Yeah, he's seen better days. Still can't figure out who he is yet, but... Okay, for those of you who are just tuning in now, this here is Return of the Obra Dinn, as you can see from the title. This is essentially like a mystery kind of game, where you have a watch that'll let you see the moment someone died, and then you can look up what they look like in this book here, and you have to determine who they are and how they died before you can leave the ship. Oh man, this guy's... okay, well, later he's gonna have issues. Okay, so we don't have enough to figure out who this guy is, but he got spiked. Yep. So yeah, he definitely got spiked. That thing, well, we don't have to identify that thing, but we can at least see who's around here. Alright, let's... That's good for us now. Let's head out. Alright. Let's see what these other doors have. That's the thing, when I had some momentum, like, I was pretty sure what I needed to do and where I needed to go, but it's not always the most clear when you pick it back up. At least not normally. Did I go in here? Probably. I know there is definitely one place I know I can go if I can't find anything else. So like we're fine for the most part, but okay, later. We're gonna have fun here later. For now.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Oh God. All right. So he... Oof. So he lost his leg. said tie him up with those things. Well, that can mean all sorts of things. We'll have to find out. Seeing that guy's being hauled off. Should be able to figure out who he is. Not quite on him. This guy's just being shady back here. Oh wait, no, we already solved that guy, so that's okay. Okay, if I had to guess based on this, one of these guys is the doctor. Probably the guy who's actually holding him, but can't tell just yet. Oh, hey, Strider. Thanks for the follow. Always appreciated. Alright, let's see this here. Alright, so this person here. Wait, nope. I don't know yet who he is, but. Alright, so. He. Trying to think of what would be the best thing for him, because he was definitely. He wasn't. Like, he was cut. Like, or like his leg. I'm gonna say. Torn apart? Would that be it? I don't know who did it yet. I want to say it was one of the creatures. I'm just gonna say by a beast. Don't know who he is just yet though. So we will get there. Oh, look at that. Let's see who this is. So, another thing as far as this game goes is occasionally when you find a person, you know, their body, the watch can materialize other people who also died at similar times. So in this case, this guy was also dead around the same time, so his body was not there, then they'll make the body appear. Oh. Oh, no. Yep. That's, this is very dead. What is this thing wrapped up here? Okay. So, not enough info yet to identify him, but I think it's safe to say how he met his end there. Wait. Okay, so this guy came out of there. That's enough for us to identify him. So, I'm gonna have to figure out where we are on the ship. But this is a this is a cool thing about this game. You'll see. You'll like this as far as like hints and clues go. So we do not know who they are yet, but he was crushed by cargo. Bad way to go. But, so let's take a look at this guy here. So we are on, say like that is this, let's see. 1, 2, so main floor, sub-level, second sub-level. I don't know the terms for it, like deck. So we're going to check this. Okay, so this here, this whole section here is the carpenter's shop. That guy just came out of it. So that guy here, we can identify him as the carpenter. Or maybe the carpenter's mate. It could be either. But we already knew how he died, so we're going to, for the time being, list him as the carpenter. Yeah, carpenter. We'll go back later for it, because they look to be the carpenter. This person... Actually... who's this guy? Maybe this guy's the carpenter. Okay, let's make this guy the carpenter. And then we'll make this guy carpenter's mate. Okay, let's switch it around. I don't know who's the mate or not. We can figure it out. All right. Hey, look at that. So there's a little bit of trial and error here, of course, but good news is we got other ones correct. And that's how you do it. You just use some deductive skills, because like if that guy wasn't just like hanging out in there, that guy explicitly left the room, as you saw on the map that was marked as the carpenter's one. So, you know, not foolproof, of course, but you know, that helped us to figure that out. I don't think we're gonna find any more like that here. We could look around and we can find stuff. So let's see. Okay, so we don't know where anyone else came from here, and I don't think I can get up the stairs with this at the moment. That's okay. So I can at least reach this guy. Yeah. So how you doing, Strider? What are you up to? How you been, man? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Alright, let's see how this guy, I'd fathom he is also taken out by some cargo, given where he is.
What your foot in?
Nice, first one, second one, third one. I assume you mean the first one.
Now, take it slow.
That's a good game.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Whoa. Oh no. There's a pretty shell here. Okay. So it looks like he was tail whipped by a sea creature. Looks like a mermaid. So you got these three lads hanging out. This guy's just he's just heading out. Let's see. Okay, not enough here yet. Yeah, genuinely don't know enough here for that. Although that guy's British, maybe that'll help. Probably won't, but wait a minute. Gonna have to look at that guy's cloth, see if there's anything else that can show me. Okay, so we don't know who they are yet, but yeah, so they were struck by a beast's tail. And let's see, how many people? England. Oh, God. I underestimated how many English people were on this ship. Okay, so we can come back to that. Oh. I completely forgot to look above deck. There are people up here, too. Can learn all sorts of things here. Oh. Oh. A whole 2 lads. Alright. Take me to the dead lads. Alright. Whoop. There are a lot of bodies here now.
Lift this out and take it below.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？我回来的，全部讲出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害得较对人无过好，是啥人温死的啊？He talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Whoa. Oh no. Oh. Okay, oh, so that thing... Gotta look at where these went. Okay, so it looks like it would have skewered them both. So that's that guy, who we don't know who he is yet, and that guy who we could know who he is yet. Yeah, so this is kind of a detective simulator. So the watch that we are given for this lets you see the moment that somebody dies, and when you see that, like when it shows up, it's like a standstill like this. And this book here is our goal. So we're sent from like an insurance company to figure out what happened to this crew, because they're all dead, every single one of them. And keeping that in mind, as far as this game goes for that, they your tools are basically just as this is here. So you have to figure out who a person is, like associate a name with a photo, and then you have to figure out how they died. That also involves like identifying things, because like if there's murder, you have to say, oh, like Jeff murdered Ralph. So both of these guys, from what we can see here, they were spiked. And so every time you get a set of them complete, we're just gonna hop over to the end here so you can see what I mean here for this. Every time you get one correct in groups of 3, then it'll confirm that for you. So every one of these black lines is an identity that is confirmed in our book. So like if I look at some of these here, so when they're written here in like this text, like very clean kind of text, that means you have confirmed that this person's identity and their fate. Whereas in this one, then it'll show up as like a little piece of paper if you haven't like written it down yet. And so we're investigating the crew, you know, in this case of the Obra Dinn, and there's monsters and mermaids and other things, and it's not always easy because, well, in the case of these people dying, none of them like said their names out loud. And if you look at this this person's face, let me give you. Okay, so this person, as far as how they're rendered, is very clear, whereas this person's face is blurry. This is the game basically telling you you do not yet have enough information to figure out who these people are. We will get to that at this next segment. I believe we're going to be looking at one of these 3. Yep, that's going to be this lad. And I'll say the one thing that you can usually get most of the time in this case is, well, it's much easier to figure out how somebody died than it is to figure out their identity. Yeah, so this whole chapter, there are 5 people who died. We don't know any of them. Alright. Let's figure out who this lad was.
Ahoy!
Well, back. Captain.
Ahoy!
The cover's aboard!
Wait! Don't
Shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Oh. Okay, so we a lot going on here. So, oh, we're actually out on the ocean now. So, don't know if this person's dead in this scene, but we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 mermaids. This guy just got shot. He got shot by this guy. And that guy looks to be, I'd guess, one of the Formosans based on the info we have here. But we'll have to see. There's other people kind of checking out the scene. I think we already identified this guy. Yeah, we already figured out that guy. Alright, so let's see what happens from the next scene. I also have that guy up there. Can I identify that guy? No, we'll wait till the next scene opens up. But yeah, so yeah, it's a very detective-y game. It's a real kind of mind-thinky kind of game, because it doesn't. When I mention the groups of 3, like, the game won't tell you you're right until you get them in groups, and it's good in that sense, because it's like I can't just. There's a little bit here and there. Okay, off the port side. So I've already identified this guy, but now I know that he gets shot. At least I'm pretty sure he does. So I'm gonna just double click to make sure I can identify this guy. Yep. Yeah. So he was shot with a gun by whoever that guy is. And we can look at his photo for this too, but if you look at this guy here. So yeah, so he is one of these people that are listed as the guards for the Formosan royalty. So these are the 4 Formosans. Alright? That guy's already been identified, so we can actually probably figure out who this guy is. The game says I can't, though. Game is... I can figure this out. I'm gonna try anyways. Yeah, okay, so there are 4 Formosans, alright? So we can figure it out from there. At least I'm pretty sure we can. Okay, so I'm gonna say... I don't think it's her. I think it's him, but... I'm gonna say wait for the clues, so... Hang on. We're just gonna say unknown because I'm not 100% sure on it yet, but it would have to be one of these sets of people, right? And we don't have to and we can't solve his death yet, so it doesn't matter even if we do identify because he's not I mean, actually no, wait, his death is up. We don't have 3 people yet, so I guess we can't definitively say who it is just yet, but yeah. Anyway, so we know he was definitely shot by this guy, the leftmost guard. But let's figure out how this lad went. So I'm guessing... Oh wait, these are all the bodies that were on deck. Their bodies ended up here, but they were found out in the water, which we can't go on. That's okay. So, we will go from there. Oh. What is this? So I'm guessing this must be Miss Lynn. Okay, so we already identified her. So that's not quite enough for us to go off of anything just yet. But is that enough for us to go off of him yet? No, they still won't let us. But we're learning more. You know, we can see. Oh, look at that. I agree. This is interesting. It's I love this like visual aesthetic, because like if you just at any point if you just stand still with like how this game looks and everything, especially with like the faces, you know, you can be like convinced that this actually looks like an old school kind of like 1-bit Macintosh game, you know. When I've been looking up stuff for this, they call it like dither punk. Like it's so convincingly retro, and I think it's fantastic. So here's the thing: I didn't actually figure out how this guy died. I think he got burned by trying to open and touch this thing. So we're gonna say they burned. I don't know him yet, but I'll tell you what though. That does look similar to what we mentioned before for when we mentioned the previous guys, because they already had been identified. So we can take a look at that. So let's see. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna try this guy. I'm gonna try this guy because these are the Formosans. So we'll leave that there for now and see what we have for this. I suppose we were able to figure out that guy? I couldn't figure it out. We'll leave this for now and head out from there. See, once we figure her out, that should be able to get us a group. At least I'm pretty sure we should be able to. And I'm eager to try, this is by Lucas Pope. I'm eager to try some of their other stuff, because they had made Papers, Please, which I heard was pretty good. Yeah, well, I mean, if it's by this guy, you know, who made this, I assume it's good, because this is good. You know, consistency. Whoa. Okay. So who are we trying to identify here? Because there's a couple people who are already dead. So, okay, so I see that. So he opened it up and then whoosh and took them out. So does that mean that she was killed by that, or... So hang on. Okay, so we'll see if it like auto confirms, because we already identified her body. So I need to wait for the scene to complete, and then we can kind of do that. Based on the look of it, I think she was clawed by the mermaid. I honestly can't be certain at this point. We gotta wait for the scene to conclude so we can move on to the next bit. Oh, there's an ore. So I'm gonna say she was clawed. Gonna do a review of this. I have done a review of this. It's for a video for another for like a website I've been doing stuff for. I can link it to you later. I think I actually linked it a little earlier in like the Discord you and I are in. But Yes, I think it would make a very interesting video. I enjoyed making it. It's good. I like it. Yeah, no, it's great. It's very kind of like thinky, you know. It's pretty good. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, not that. Yeah, let's see. The Calling. Let's see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna say them. Right, and them. Hey, look at that. I got the Formosans. There we go. See, it's usually good for me in that sense because I can kind of get them in a group. Glad I actually got the identities right. Well, sorry, the deaths right, because it was kind of hard for me to tell if she got actually clawed. Like the motion wasn't as clear as some of the other ones. But let's close the book. All right. I'm guessing it's gonna be this lad. He has seen better days.
Oleg, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Whoa. Okay, so this guy, ooh, yeah, he was spiked. Can't identify him yet. Nope. Wait, it's not on his death yet. Wait for this to open up. I'm not too clear on this one. Like, guess we know who that guy is. So one of these guys is Nichols. So he said Nichols, shoot him already. So we gotta figure out, one of them has... Is that a gun? That might just be a pipe. Should get a game review on the channel eventually. Yes, we should. I can agree to that, for sure. Okay, so... Oh, how did they die? Okay. So... Well, hang on. I gotta figure out. Oh, wow. So, who had the gun? Said shoot them already. Like, I wish I could, like, crouch. You know? It's like, I see him. I don't see what happened to them. Whoop. I didn't want to go yet. Yeah, it doesn't look super clear. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, let's see. This guy absolutely got speared.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Here's a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Oh. Yep, that'll do it. Oh god, look at that guy. Oh god. Ah, man. Shit is hitting the fan. Like, I know they can't do anything to me, but I find the idea of standing out on the water while they're in the boat is just a little tiny bit unnerving. It's probably just me being a little paranoid about it, but It's like, let's see, did we get this guy yet? Oh, still not on that guy. Okay, and then he... Okay, so we already figured him out. So he's trying to... He's cutting that up. I want to say he got killed by him, but it's unsure. So... Alright. Let's wait for this scene. Oh, he has the gun. Okay, nope, scene transition. Can't do it. Okay. Yeah, this guy was spiked. Or was it speared? Yeah, that was more of a spear. Speared. My beast. No idea who he is yet. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we'll have to move on from here. I'm stumped. Okay. Boop. Okay, now we get to figure out this guy. This guy was trying to figure out before.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩抓不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落去水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Whoa. I wonder why. I wonder why they say strange things about monsters. Alright, so yeah, we already got that guy. Still don't know that man. Still don't know that man. There's still more to this that we can do, that we can figure out for this, but... Oof. Wow. Oh man, that's a close shave. Lucky him. Okay. So, let's see here. Well, they got speared by a mermaid. Let's see if we can figure them out. They're still blurry, so I think we're not supposed to yet. Let's take a look at what else we have here for these. Now, what's this guy supposed to be? Let's see, we're on chapter 4. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Okay, so if he was attacked by the other guy, then I'm gonna have to check back and see. I think he was knifed. I don't know who he is. Now, I remember... Hey, wait a minute. I can look at who else was there. It was one of the Formosans. Oh, it's Bing. See ya. Okay. So we'll work on getting his name later. Let's see. Actually, I remember him having an Irish accent from earlier. How many... Wait. So there's only 2 Irish people on this whole ship. Wait. 3. But that's okay. We could just try the 3 Irish people that we have. Okay. We'll start there. We'll come back to it if we need to. But then, who else have we not? Okay. Okay, so no, he was attacked by... Well, now we can figure out who the other one is because we identified who the Formosan was. So he was Chiotan. So he was shot with a gun by one of the Formosan. Chiotan. Okay. He was shot by Chiotan. See, we don't know them. Can't figure out him. Can't figure out him. Wait a minute. No, I already did this one before. He was shot. Well, I mean, I assume, well, he was, the Christian Wolf was the gunner. I assume he was shot. Do I need to identify one of the other people on the crew who are, like, I guess it could be any of them. Henry Brennan. All right, you know, fine. Let's say Henry Brennan. Where's Henry Brennan? There we go. Hey! So, okay, I guess that makes sense because he called the shots instead of him actually, like, shooting them. Oh, look at that. So we still have a few that they haven't clarified yet, but that's okay. So we can figure it out though, so that's good. So we have them now, and we can leave here. Yeah, I think we're making good progress. You know, we still have a few of the more like key scenes to go yet, but 2. Count them, 2. Okay, so those 2 disappeared. What fate befell them? So I'm gonna say he's alive. They mentioned the Canaries, so I'm gonna say I don't know who he is. He's alive in the Canaries. All right. See you when you get back. Let's see. Okay, so now we have those here. Yeah, no idea on how to figure them out yet. But hey, that's good. So we have all of them figured out. Now the question becomes me actually figuring out where the other bodies are, because, oh god, there's corpses everywhere. Let's see. I know there's one that I mentioned as a backup. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it just yet. It's still necessary to see, but just one I've seen yet. I was confident I'd seen that one already. So we'll circle back if that's the case. These guys all got fucked up, dude. Ah, nothing yet. Okay. That's alright. So we'll head on down. Oh, there's another deck. I'm gonna have to check that out too. Check this out.
Take him to the cockpit. Get him wrapped and keep him last right.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull and stone her brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck.
Want your shoes now?
Charlie, ew. Oh, yeah. Strider, you picked a good time to go get a snack. Alright. So you're Charlie. So I'm assuming. So Charles. Let's see if there's any other Charles or Charlies here. Oh, so that's nice. They won't let me wait. There's 2 Charles. Okay. I'm assuming that's not it. Let's try this one. Midshipman. I don't know. Figured out. Did we figure this guy out? Well, I assume based on the fact that he's wearing that and he's holding him down, he's probably the butcher. Or I assume he's the butcher. I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Maybe he's not that Charlie? Okay, we'll figure it out. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. So, I don't think he's the bosun's mate, but we can still take a look. So, I'm gonna say, no, he definitely burned to death, but I'm gonna say he's the Yellow Charles for now. But there happens to be an actual corpse over here. Yep, there's the evil crab monster. It's a really good thing that most of these corpses are found at moments that don't overlap, despite being on the same ship.
Well? Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Nah, he dead. Nah, he's very dead. And not enough to identify him yet. But we'll see how the scene goes. I'd imagine... Yeah, they're the Formosans. Oh, nothing there. Let's see. But I can take a peek into some of these rooms. And nothing of nothing of use. Let's see if I can find anything identifiable here. Nope. 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 Thought I could look in the room and be like, oh, the guy's in that room, so he's that guy with the thing. But nope, nothing yet. Yep. That man's dead. So that guy there must be the doctor. No idea who you are, but you definitely was. Not illness. Tragic illness. Let's see. Pretty sure I identified you already, but... So that guy... Surgeon? I assume he's the surgeon. I don't see anyone else that matches like a description of similar match. What did he show up in? Let's see. What did he do? I might have to check some of his other memories, but... Surgeon. Hey, wait a minute. Was he on one of the boats? Oh, he disappeared. So, hang on. So he's alive. I don't know. Well, I know he's alive, but like, I'll say the Canary Islands for now because I remember the other guys mentioning that. I'm not 100%, but we can figure that out. But at least we know who he is, so that's good. I have no idea who this man is. These guys didn't seem to be eager to be identified. This man's dead. All right. I think, yep. Now it's a party. All right. Oop.
Saya tutup. Aku terpilih.
Oh no. $39, $40, $41. I don't know anything about that. I think that's gonna lead to a later puzzle that always really pissed me off, but okay. So that guy is Syed. Let's identify him right now while we have a chance. Okay. Solomon Syed from India. Let's see what happened. I'm assuming, based on this info, that he also died of a tragic illness. Let's see if there's anything else I can kind of pull from here. Let's see, these guys are hanging out. I think some of them are Russian. Some of them seem to be speaking in what I think is Russian. I'm not a language expert, man. I can barely speak English. You expect me to know other languages? No, sir. All right. All right. So, looking at this here. Yeah, he died of illness. Hey. Welcome back, Strider. We just solved a few more fates. So this guy died of an illness. That guy burned to death. And that guy, that's the butcher, and he was spiked earlier. So we were able to identify him earlier because of a cow skull. Because he had actually butchered that cow on the trip. So this is what I meant earlier when talking about this game being kind of like thinky. The scene in which he died, like the scene where we saw him die by finding his corpse, did not identify him directly. But a scene of him acting as a butcher that we found now did allow us to actually see like what his profession was. You know, he's wearing the smock, he was holding down the cow's head, like you can kind of infer. So, and there's other things you can do too. So supposedly, and I don't know how, supposedly amongst these various bunks, let me see. Wait, where are we? So, hang on. Let me see your foot. Supposedly you can figure out who these guys are by like their shoes and their numbers here. You know, it's like 59. I don't know how to do that yet. You know, like there's a lot of there's a lot of mystery here, and some of this, to be perfectly frank, will have to be guessing. I have 100% this game before, but it took a lot of trial and error. Presumably, based on the dialogue before, these guys are the Russians, so we can figure out a lot from that. But we'll get to that when we come to it. So that's all good, useful information. Yeah, so there's 3 people who we could look for here, and we did not have that solved. But that's okay. So we're gonna try and look for more bodies, because I am not particularly on point as far as like which ones I have or haven't done yet. I am missing a lot of information. Yeah, so we'll figure it out though. I just gotta figure out where the bodies are, and I was on a good roll last time because usually the game kind of leads you, or you can explore, you can figure it out. It's like I'm doing okay, but darn if I'm not lost. Okay, so I did that one earlier. Oh wait, yeah, I did that one. So. Yeah, so right now, this is the part of the game where I gotta go corpse hunting. Because I genuinely don't know where to look for them. Let's try up another deck. See, normally you can kind of fathom where you're supposed to be going based on some info. So, like, this door was opened earlier based on, because I already did this one, but like when you see something like fuzzy like this as opposed to like straight like everything else, you can tell that this was like opened because you did something. Ew. Like that's kind of the thing this game does as far as like actually leading you down like a progress, is like it'll let you know what you've done, like you know, these stairs. They let you know, oh, that's fuzzy, opened up that thing, you can go downstairs. Only problem is I am running out of bodies, so I am fairly confident there was supposed to be one like up here, like draped across this thing. I don't know where it was supposed to go. Like, well, I'm only saying that because I only say that because, like, I'm pretty sure there was one there that shows, like, the beginning of that, but, like, I don't think I'm there yet. Normally, the game is pretty straightforward about letting you know, like, where stuff is, but I am at a loss. I'm at a loss. Yeah, because that guy we already solved. Still can't go in there. Tell you what, this isn't cheating because it's from a thing that I recorded myself, so it's just a bad memory thing. I'm gonna look at the end of my last stream and see where I was, so I will hop and do that real quick. I'll be right back. welcome back. I was not cheating. Strider, I see. That's exactly what a man who was cheating would say. I'm not. I'm slightly being dumb, but I'm justified, and you'll see why. So, the body I was looking for didn't show up yet because I quit before I actually did the full investigation. So I have to find, there's a guy around here, alright, that I'm trying to look for, who was spiked against the wall. If I can find him, then I can find the other guys, and that's all I need right now. I just gotta figure out where that one dude who was spiked is. Also, hey there, PJ Smooth, good to have you here. Glad you could make it. Was it, I want to say it was around here. Maybe it was downstairs. Or up there? No, let's try one floor down. Oh, there's an even... Wait, is it this guy? Thought it was even lower than this. Let's see. Where is this spiky dude? Stop by to see what evil you'd run into. Well, you can see some of that here because we're about to pull it off. Let me see here. Oh, there it is. There's the guy. Alright, wait, is that the guy? You know, we'll start here. We'll just go from there.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Yeah, this is not the one I'm looking for, but that's okay. So, at least we have an idea. Let's see. Oh man. Wait a minute. See, this might help. Actually, looking at these guys here. Oh, we already identified that guy. I think that guy. Okay, well we don't know about him yet, but that's okay. So, let's see. I don't know who this lad is either. Okay, so fire there. You can't speedrun it anymore? Oh man. Now you know it's you know you're rusty at a game. We'll say of that caliber if it's been that long. Okay, that guy died for unrelated reasons. God, I'm trying to remember that clip. Okay, so he should be on the wall next to one of the cannons? Maybe that explains why I'm in the wrong place. There are no cannons on this deck. I have to go up a floor. Okay, cannons. Oh, that's where he was.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already going to Nick. Hey. Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat.
Okay. So this one actually played out. And this is where we were supposed to end last time. Look at this. Look at this thing. I know. I'll ask you two since you're my Resident Evil experts. Do these creatures resemble anything in the Resi-verse, or whatever you want to call it, like Resident Evil games? Because I'm getting kind of some, like... I mean, like, not exactly, but, like, it kind of reminds me of some of the bosses that I see in, like either 4 or 7. I don't know if this more closely matches something else like that, but, like, I can see this being that, you know, and they're like, I'm Wesker, I'm mad, I'm gonna turn into a crab and defeat you. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all the time I have to be a crab. Some of the parasites in 5 look close to that. Okay. So I'm trying to think of how do I get this, because I think this is the next person who's supposed to show up. I'm fairly certain that's the one that's supposed to show up. But let me I don't know, we'll just leave. See how that goes. I hope I didn't, like, break the game with this. Because that's where I remember it going. Where would it be? Maybe it's not. Let's check upper deck. So if I'm looking at it correctly, maybe I don't do that one yet? Oh, that's one I haven't done yet. Just this regular looking one. Oh. Oh, you got so skewered. I said your name was Nick. Who's named Nick? Let's see. Thomas, Timothy, Nicholas. You definitely got skewered. We'll figure that out. But I'm on track. Oh man. Revelations. The enemies were aquatic based in that game. Okay, I can kind of dig it. Oh, this guy. Oh no. Oh, that's tragic. Yeah, I think it looks like he fell off some of the rigging. I assume he's one of the rigging. He's one of the top men? He has to be one of the top men. Maybe he fell from there. Oh, there's a lot of top men. Oh god, I was about to say, oh, he looks like one of the Chinese top men, but there's 4 Chinese top men. I can't identify him with his shoes yet, because that's one of the tricks to identifying them. Well, we'll wait for the scene to complete, and then we'll move on from there. Okay. Well, we definitely know that that was Nicholas, so we are going to identify him. Okay, so Nicholas, what would he be? I want to say he was speared, because he wasn't hit with one of the claws. He was speared by beast. Okay, we'll move on from there. And there's the lad. Where did his body go? whoa, where are you going? Where are you going? Don't you hate it when you're sailing with your homies and your ship gets hijacked by crab people? You know what? Now that you mention it, yeah. That is a pet peeve of mine. Whoa! Excuse me, what? All of this... You're a god amongst men. I do hate that. Look at that, man. Just struck by lightning. He's just hanging out. Mind you, these lads down here are being killed by crabmen. Alright, and other people were, like, being eviscerated by mermaids or burned alive, and, like, they're fighting for their lives. And this guy, he's just hanging out. He's not even at the highest part of the ship. What is... Okay, so, Midbrain, thanks for coming in. Good to see you. In the briefest of descriptions, in this game, if you find a corpse and hold up your pocket watch to it, you can view the moment that they died. Like, you can navigate it as like a freeze frame. So we are an investigator for an insurance company, and we're supposed to figure out who these people are and how they died. So this guy, he was electrocuted. And now here's the thing. So we know based on the image, all right, he appears to be a Chinese fellow, but problem is no one said his name. There are 4 Chinese fellows. So what we can do if we want for now is say that he's an unknown topman. Topman being the sailing term for like people operating like amongst the sails and the rigging and such. So I mean we can take a guess if we want to, you know. We can just say him for now. I don't know, it could be him. It could be him. I don't know. So we'll just say them for now, and see what happens. But as far as I'm concerned, that's that was the main thing. Oh, thank God they let me out. They have a door here. So here we go. So all those little X's are people whose fates have not yet been solved. But we can try. We can try and figure out who these people are, if they haven't already been solved. So we don't know who these guys are yet. Apparently, these triangles tell you difficulty. You know, like 2 stars, 3 stars. So this will let us know how hard it is to figure out who they are. If it has this black text, that means I've already solved it. And there's an indicator for how many we have so far. But, so, I'm trying to think, this guy. So, the easier they are for us to look at, the better our chances are. So, we have to look at, I'm going to look at this guy. So, he's got some of those. Let's see. Part 4... of chapter 6. You guys don't know what kind of insurance cover this death by crab people. see, that's the thing too. Is some people have murdered or been murdered on this ship. So for all intents and purposes, if someone does something on the ship that the insurance company considers uncouth, they can basically say like, no, we're not going to pay out for you. Like they will actually be like, oh, you're. You know, it's like, oh, I have a husband who's lost at sea, and we have life insurance. It's like, well, your husband murdered 3 people and then got murdered by a crab person, so you don't get a payout. And it'll vary, too. A lot of it is also talking about, like, where did the goods go and everything else. So it's... I do wonder if they'll cover struck by lightning. That red tape. Yes, indeed. So... let's see, who would this guy be if I were to look at what scenes he was in? So he perished in Soldiers of the Sea. So let's see. Part 4. Let's see, no, chapter 6. part 4. Let's see. Bosses. Let's see. I just file the lightning death under act of God and call it a day. I wonder. I mean, it's 1807. That's not even entirely unplausible as far as it goes for this. I mean, I don't know what people's attitudes were at the time, but you know, it's also a matter of like I don't know what his attitudes were. You know, it could be this. Let's see who this guy was, because I'm trying to remember what his scene. He was. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, we need to see. Could do it back then. All right, so we're gonna go back and check out these two guys. So we're gonna be like, God hated your husband. No money for you. Yeah, sorry, ma'am. No payout for heathens. You know, it's in the fine print. I can't help you. All right, so we're gonna check out this. All right, chapter 6. That one.
Where are you?
Okay, so here's something gruesome. Oh man. How about that? Now here's the thing. Do you think do you think that they will actually cover do you think they'll cover some of this if we're talking about well, he's saying if you were skewered by a crab man or decapitated, you think they would argue that? Do you think they'd be like, "Oh, you can't prove he was decapitated by a crab man." You know? Like, what if they're like, that could have been decapitated by anyone. You know, you don't know. Let's see, this man clearly choked on food if this crab person's doing CPR. I mean, yeah, you could. Now, my issue here is I gotta figure out how to identify these guys, because they've been in multiple things. Now, here's the thing. So, not many people are in positions where they're, like, decapitated like this. I will say, though, that we can look at what other memories this guy's been in. So, let's see. Show memories on the deck mat. Okay, so he was in that one. Wait. No, go back. Show memories. Okay. Yeah, so he was here. So he was in the Unholy Captives. Then he was here when that person got hurt. Then he was... Okay, I think I know who he is now based on this info if we're looking at like where he was in these scenes. So he was in the place here with the surgeon. As in this part of the Bitter Cold Part 2. We have the surgeon who we've already identified, and then this guy was with the surgeon. So the only other person who would be in that spot in that room for that memory would be the surgeon's mate. So we can identify him with that. Now then, if we're gonna look further down, we gotta figure out who this guy is. So according to this image, wish I could look at... Okay, yeah, we can. Okay. So this guy here appears to be... He appears to be one of the... If we're looking at here, there are 4 Chinese people. We already picked this one here. So I'm gonna choose this... Oh. Okay, that's not... That was supposed to be a placeholder for... That was supposed to be a placeholder for this. So I didn't know he was that specific one, but I was supposed to figure it out anyway. So that is one way we could deduce that. Now, we did the surgeon one legitimately. The last two for the Chinese ones have not been. But at least we solved 2 other ones in this here. Oh god, that's gonna light them up. So let's leave here for now, and we'll check our book to see who else we need to do, because there's more scenes to see now that we've like passed that one. But my thing is, I don't know which ones we haven't seen it. Like I'm all caught up for that chapter, but I'm looking at like if I go back to the table of contents for like the chapters we have, you know, we don't have anything for like loose cargo. So it says on the cargo deck. So there should be something here that we can look for, but we're not there yet. So let's check the ship deck plans. Okay, so passenger cargo, cargo hold. Let's see. Main deck, gun deck, warlock deck, cargo hold. So we gotta check at the very bottom, because I think there's ones that we can find there. Which I think that's actually where we are. We can find stuff here. I just have to figure out what to look for. Because that's one that we haven't done yet. Like, okay, so I'm like 9% sure we already did that one. And that keeps confusing me, because I keep thinking it's a piece of a body. I haven't opened all these doors yet. Yeah, I say the sound design on these ships is pretty good, though. Oh. Oh, no. That's a barrel. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, he got crushed. Okay, that's Lars. Hey there, Samurai Station. Good to see you here. We're playing some Obra Dinn. Seeing how this goes. This guy. Okay, not this guy. That guy has seen better days. No idea who he is yet, but oof. So we will give it a try. We at least have some witnesses, so we can figure out what happened here. All right. An unidentified stowaway expecting free passage and eventual freedom was instead crushed inside a falling barrel. It doesn't even let me pick who it is. So apparently he was here. Who was that? Don't know who that is. See, we can get a good name here. How's the investigation? So far so good. It's going smooth, but we don't have a full idea yet on what's up. We know this guy's a stowaway, so we're gonna just gonna list him as unknown for now. Hang on. I may have missed something here. Let's figure out where we're going. Yeah, so we're about roughly halfway through the investigation. What? like, we have a lot of the scenes uncovered, but right now we're doing a lot of the, like, legwork, because in brief, you know, the game is really good at making it clear how somebody died. However, it's a matter of figuring out who they are, because the game doesn't actually tell you whose memories you're seeing, and it doesn't make it too clear.
Wait! No!
Okay. Okay, so here's... Yeah, it's not bad. So here's what I'm thinking now. So that person in the barrel who we saw was a castaway. But this person here seems to actually be the crew member who we were looking for. Who's that man here. And it looks like we now have enough info to figure out who he is, according to the game. I mean, we'll have to dig further, but... Of course it was crap people. Yeah. So that guy seems to be looking there and being concerned. Whoop. Alright, closing in here. Alright, so, unknown fate. That's wrong. He was crushed by cargo. So, these little triangles indicate difficulty in regards to figuring out who they are. 1 star is, you know, no duh. 2 stars is, gotta think a little harder, and 3 stars is, good luck. And we will need that. So, but we have this segment now, so we can leave here. Now, there's other people we can investigate or tie it to, because right now we got a bunch of other people hanging out here. The only other person who's speaking during this moment here is Lars. So we can figure out what other things Lars has been in and then check from there. Yep, so unknown person, no idea way to identify him because they're just a stowaway, not on the crew. Then this person, we will find out who they are. I'm gonna say we should look through Lars later just to give us an idea, but
Boy! In there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
well, so that is an indication, at least based on the info we have, that we have seen every scene available to us on the boat. So everything that we're about to figure out now is like us doing the legwork. So we have to look at who we don't have solved yet. Now, one thing I just now looked at that I did not remember from before is these numbers. All of these numbers identify the different members of the crew. So now we can use this as a way to figure out who's up to what, as far as like who's going on. And another benefit of this, now that we have this, is we're gonna now everyone in here, as far as we can tell, no, not there. Everyone in here should have an image that is clear enough for us to actually be able to identify what's going on here. So, let me see. So, we're going to have to kind of go back and do a little bit of checking here and there. But that's okay, because now that we actually have a full idea of everyone here, we can actually be like, oh, that's who this person is, that's who this person is. And some people are called out. We can figure it out. So, Lars, for example, we need to go and figure out what happened to him. So his memory was The Doom Part 1. So he was located here. Let's see, so on the main deck, and he's up there. So we're going to head up there and see if we can figure out who killed Lars. Because Lars is going to be the one thing that we can use to tie all this together, since he was also tied to the person who was down there. Oh, it is raining. And the one thing I wish we had, it's not super important, but I do wish we had a sprint function. Is this Lars? Okay. That is not Lars. That's okay. So let's see. I think this guy was? No, that's not Lars either. I could have sworn he was in one of these. He said it was on the main deck. Okay, so main deck. Where? No. Go here. Where are... Oh, so he's way over there. Okay. Well, thanks, Samurai. Let's see. I think this is him. That looks like a Lars-ish pose to have. Okay. Part 1 of 8.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Okay, so now we need to figure out who this guy is. Okay. So that guy... Let's see if we can figure out who that guy is. Okay, hang on. We need to take a look at this scene. So he's getting on a boat with this guy. I have no idea who these people are. I think, well, unless I solved him already. I did not solve him already. So let's take a look at the dialogue. See. You killed my brother. That was an accident. The ropes. Oh. Okay. That helps a bit. Okay, so hang on. We gotta go figure out. So we know that guy is Lars. We're gonna go to this. Okay, so his name is Lars Linda. So we already figured out he's one of the sea men. So let's see. Okay, Lars Linda. Yeah, let's see. So who is this guy then? Because, okay, so no, Lars is from Denmark. Let's see. So him and his brother could have the same last name. So here's what I'm thinking. So he's blaming Lars for the death of his brother. So that means that whoever this guy is and whoever that guy is have the same last name. And we just need to figure out who this guy is. So let's see if we can figure out who this guy is. Hang on. So not him, but him. Let's figure out what other scenes that he's in. Because if we can look at what scenes he's in... okay, so these guys are right next to each other. So that would make sense as to why they're brothers. 15. That's a lot of memories. Okay. Let's go down here. Okay. The crew. Let's see. Oh, he was one of these people in the bitter cold. Okay. So we are going to have to go and figure that one out. Okay, this gives us some good info. So whoever that guy is there. So we're going to leave this one and go figure out these things. Because that's something I didn't know this, but I figured it out. You guys are going to love this. All right. So we're going to go down to the bottom where the crew is. Not the cargo hold, but where the crew is. thank you very much for the follow, Samurai. Appreciated. Always good to have people around who come and watch this silly nonsense. Let's see. I think we went too far. We need to find, like, the crew, because there's bunks and hammocks. So, I think it was... Yeah, so someone had, earlier at least, someone had died in here. Don't close the door on me. Yeah, here. Let's see. Okay, so that person's being hauled away there. I want to say it was one of these doors. Okay, hang on. So, bitter cold. Where were the two ones we had for bitter cold? Okay, 1, 2... Yeah, I think it was this one. So, this place... Oh, it's on the other end here. So, he was right across from the stairs. Ah, here we go. Okay. Okay. So, based on the info we have here, we can identify these guys, but our main thing is to look at these things here. Like, these are the tags, alright? These tags all coincide with the different crew members, alright? So, with that in mind, we're gonna look at all these and see if we can figure out who's who. You know, because we can look at this guy and be like, oh, who's this guy? That guy, if you look at here, he has number 51 on his bunk. So if I go to the list, look at this, number 51. Very cool. So we can go further. This guy is 54. We already solved him, but we're just going to do this to confirm. Solomon Syed. Wait, nope. The crew. Go to the bottom. 54, Solomon Syed. So that is a way that we can kind of do this. That's pretty nifty. So now we got to figure out a way to use this. So here we go. Let's see here. Oh, this person has a very distinctive tattoo. Number 37. I don't think it'll let me pick them, though. Let's take a look at the crew list. Okay, so in this case, we know that some of the people involved here were seamen. Let's see if I can find any other numbers that are associated with this. Let's see. We're gonna need to find more numbers if we're gonna figure this out. Okay, 39, 41, 38, 59, 53, X. Are you crewman number X? Okay, is that well? Oh, that wouldn't make you 10, would it? Why does yours not have a proper tag on it? Is that supposed to mean something? I don't know. Okay, so 39, 40, 41. Let's see, 59, 38. Let's see. 53. 51. See, I wish I could kind of like, I click on these people to see what's going on with some of them, but I can't. Like this guy here, I could probably identify. Got some very distinctive shoe. That is a clue for one of them. I don't have it here, but... Okay. 58. So whoever that is here, we can figure out who that is. But... So I'm looking here at this, and I'm thinking, out loud at least, alright? Of all the numbers I have here, amongst the sea men, not like that, but the men of the sea, alright? Usually they have these like 3 bunks, and that one there only has 2. Hi there. Hey Zerg, how you doing? I haven't one yet, but we're... Sorry, I'm getting Are You Winning Son flashbacks. So no, we haven't, but we're getting there. So we have to figure out. Let's see. We have to figure out what's going on here. So let's see. We're gonna see what happened to these guys. Yeah, and some of these I am not remembering distinctly. I gotta figure out which one of these has Lars. So, the crew. So we're gonna go back to Lars, figure out what he has. Where are you, Lars? Wait, he's Danish. That'll help us. There we go. So he was in... Pearson, the Doom Part 1. Okay. We're gonna go back to the Doom. Okay, so he was hit by this lad, alright? This lad, from looking at the crew list here, alright? There's only one, looking at the names here, alright? There's only one set of names that are matching here for the last ones on the thing from the Seamen, and also only one set of people whose names match who are English among this list. And that is going to be Nathan and Samuel Peters. Looking at what we have here, the number 60 is not shown amongst them. All right, like Samuel Peters is out walking around and such, but number 60 is not shown as far as the bunks. So with that in mind, we're gonna say that Nathan Peters is the one who's here, and with what we have in mind for that, we now need to figure out what happened to him. And when he said he met unknown fate, he disappeared in this, so I have no idea where he actually went. We can figure that out, but that's it's going to be a little tougher to kind of go through. So let's see. Good deduction. Thank you. Now I'm thinking here is we have to look at other things in the Doom, because we're looking at, in this particular memory, we're going to have to actually go back and look at that and see who was in there. Where's the door? Okay, so hang on. While we're here, I just realized I gotta... Okay, not there. Okay, loose cargo. So if that guy before... If that guy there is Nathan Peters, then we're going to say this guy is Samuel Peters. But we don't know what happened to him yet, so we gotta go back to the Doom. And you'll see this. There's been chapters before with Krakens and other kind of... Another crazy bullshit. Let's... Whoop. Okay, so crew list. Alright, so... Seaman, Nathan Peters. No. Okay. Disappeared. So we're going to see this here. The Doom. Okay, so he was on the boat here when everything started going off. That guy was crushed. Let's see, that guy... Yeah, that guy was destroyed by a cannon. That guy was destroyed by a cannon. That guy was destroyed by a cannon. So we're going to do this one. So, corpse is over there. Okay, front end of the boat. Right ahead. Not that one. I think this is what we're looking for. Alright, this is a little gruesome, so get ready. Okay. Oh, man. So I don't know who that guy is. I'm thinking he drowned. Well, he fell off the ship. So I'm going to say for now that he was drowned by a beast. We'll stick with that for now. So, yeah, he's he's not having a good time. Let's see. So there's one other part of the Doom that I'm looking for. There's not this one. There was an earlier section, which we will go into, where it's not an explosion like this, but it is a part where the it's a part where like a bunch of people get like thrown about. So I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one. This one's even more gruesome. Ew. Gross. Okay, there's what I was looking for. Okay. So they're a bit hard to make out from this distance, but we do know that there's those 3 people who were thrown from the ship. So now all we gotta do is go back to first part of the Doom. See who was there. So, that guy, this guy, and that guy. So, now we know this guy is based on before Nathan Peters. Now we know he was drowned by beast. There's the good shit. Thank you. Yeah, so here's our progress as far as this goes. So we're almost halfway there. Before we leave, all right, what we want to do is, I don't think we're going to be able to get it done this stream because I'm actually going to be ending the stream soon. I usually am scheduled to go until about 10, but what we want to do is get all these black marks all the way up to here, all right, this part up here. And then the final ones, like the last set of identities, can be definitively proven with the hidden final chapter. Because if we left as is right now, this would be considered very, very incomplete. Because like if you just look at each of these chapters, so there's 2 people there, we don't know what happened to them. 3 people there, we don't know what happened to them. 3 more people, like, you know, you can just see every single one of these X's is ones that we don't have. But that is, I think we made a lot of good progress. I think we got 4 sets, so I think like 12 people solved today. I mean, it's not bad for a 2-hour stream. A lot of this is just actually viewing the scenes, you know, and like, because of the nature of this game is like, everyone dies on this ship or they disappear. What that means is, for the most part, your ability to look at the story is based only on times when people are dead. And, well, no one was dying every hour of every day on this ship, or at least I hope not, along this journey. So that's kind of why you have to fill in the gaps yourself with a little bit of info. Keeping that in mind, yeah, we got a lot to learn, but So I'm gonna leave this here specific memory, and then say that we can. Yeah. So we are probably gonna call it here then, for now. But yeah, but so thanks to all of you for coming to watch and following and chatting. It's always a blast, especially if I can jump off some jokes or help get some riddles solved, you know, with some people here for this, you know, because like the deduction aspect is it can be a little tough because there's some that I genuinely wouldn't be able to solve 100% through deduction. Like you have to have like knowledge of certain things. Like some people are dressed in certain ways. Like they'll have like stripes, or they'll have like a certain hat, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, if you knew this about like naval culture, then you would know this hat means this thing." And I don't know things. I play video games, man. I don't know anything. So that aside, though, I'm gonna be calling it for today. Just a simple short stream. Usually goes for 2, possibly 3 hours every day, or sorry, every Thursday right now. But as a note, depending on how things go, I might be doing an impromptu stream of some other game on Monday. Don't know yet, but that's possibly the plan. So if you are so inclined, feel free to join in for the Monday one. And it's most likely going to be an action game, because like as fun as this is, you know, there are other games out there. Well, I appreciate the encouragement, Samurai. It's always a good time. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.